Good Saturday morning. It's a nice cool morning, and we're back out here. I am going to see if I can get the D6 fired up. It hasn't been started for a couple months. Sorry for the wind noise, but it hasn't been started for a couple of months, and I'm almost positive I left the master switch on. So fingers crossed there'll be enough battery in there to fire it. I guess we'll have to see. Anyway, grass is starting to green up out here, and it's just the rain has been relentless. This is a replay of last year, which someone like myself that does dirt work did not need. Matter of fact, it may even be a little worse than last year. They're talking 2 to 4 inches coming in the next few days. I'm gonna head out today. I'm gonna try to get this thing loaded up. I can't get the truck in the field, so I'm gonna try just to get the rear of the trailer off into the grass a little bit and still keep myself up enough that because I can't load it on the chip and seal road. It'll just destroy it. So that's my hope anyway. I guess we'll see. So anyway, wish me luck. Now we've got lights. Alrighty, kind of a continuation of where we were at. I did get the dozer loaded up finally after about 3 tries, and did get it out here to this next job site here. The dozer's actually, the only way I could get it in was come off of a county road, so it is way down that way, and I'll have to walk down there and get it here after a little bit. But anyway, this is kind of, give you an idea here. You can see the lines and the flags. This is actually going to be a 100-yard rifle range, and we're going to see how things go. Hopefully the pushing and everything will go good, and then we won't hit any snafus down in the ground that'll eat up a bunch of time. But he's also wanting maybe a couple of pistol ranges, like one over here. You can kind of see the flag there, and then kind of one over there on the other side. Yeah, you can see a flag about right out there. But like I said, we're going to see how it all goes. I did go ahead and bring the loader out here because I'm without excavator right now, and I don't know if we'll get one in the near future or not. I don't know. So anyway, fingers crossed. We had been working on a deal. It's kind of been up and down. They want too much money for it, for what it is, and so I'm kind of being stubborn and not wanting to give it, but we'll see how it all comes out. Anyway, right here you can see where the flags stop, right there and over there as well. We are going to have to go through these woods. There's a cross fence, a property line fence in there. We're going to have to go in there and clear these trees out, because I need to stay, you can see a power line here, I need to stay with the backside of my berm at least 30 foot away from that power line and poles. So it's going to end up by putting us, like I said, back into the woods. I'll probably go ahead and clear to that property fence, and that way give them plenty of room to be able to come in with the cars if they want to park back there, or what have you. But anyway, the plan is today, I did bring the laser. And I'm gonna make some shots. I have shot this once before with the laser, but it was last fall. Like I said, the weather's just been killing us. So anyway, I'm gonna make some more shots. I do have to berm up around this side here, and all the way around the perimeter. Based on my last shot, I think we were going to be at this corner. Again, I got to come away from that, because where that marker is, that is about 30 foot away from the power line, so my berm's got to be to the east of that. But I think it was about 4 foot deep down here, if I remember correctly. Again, I've got to reshoot it. Fingers crossed that will give us enough dirt to berm up what we need to berm up. I think this is about 60 foot wide, kind of from right here to over there. So fingers crossed it'll give us enough dirt. If not, we may have to end up by taking and pushing some up from this sides. If everything works out, we'll be able to put one center berm to divide the pistol side of it. You can see a flag right here, and there's another one right down there. So fingers crossed, but if we end up by going in and doing this here, then what we'll do is we'll take the half of the dirt that's going to come, and we'll bring it over here, and then we're going to take half of that dirt and bring it over here. So we're going to have a center berm in between the two. Fingers crossed we'll have enough dirt, but we'll see. Well, anyway, I'm going to get the loader up here, and I'm going to go in and wipe all these trees out, get them out of the way, and then start making some shots with the laser, kind of see where I need to be, and then we're going to kind of go from there. So anyway, hopefully here in a little bit I'll be able to get the big dozer up here, and where I can start pushing some of this topsoil. I'm going to strip this off. As a rule in this part of the area, because I actually grew up probably as a crow flies about 1.5 miles from here. Normally the ground, there's not a lot of topsoil before you start hitting a bunch of rock. So I'm just going to try to get the majority of this and topsoil, or not the topsoil, but the sod, get it scraped off, and get it kind of moved out of the way. Hopefully we've got enough clay or compactable dirt underneath this that we'll be able to use to build the berm with. So anyway, fingers crossed, and I'll get back with you here in a little bit. All right guys, went and got the D6, got the old big girl up here. I didn't film me clearing the trees down there, because y'all have seen me clear trees 100 times. So anyway, isn't she pretty? Anyway, I'm going to start stripping this topsoil off and see if I can get it kind of piled over here to the north, kind of over there. I'm going to pile it over there for now. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to pile it over here, actually. because there's a possibility that we may have to do another range over there, depending upon how this one goes. We got to burn all that pile, and the guy's coming to cut these trees up, the bigger trees that I laid. He's gonna cut logs and stuff out of them for firewood. So anyway, yeah, I'll probably end up by piling over here actually. That way it'll be out of the way. So I think we're gonna have plenty. I think we're gonna have plenty of dirt. I'm gonna have to, from down there at the very far end to right here, basically where the machine's sitting. The cut there's got to be about 4 foot deep. That's given me a couple foot of fall the entire way, so it doesn't hold any water. Because we really don't want to have to deal with digging putting any drainage pipe or anything in like that. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. A couple foot's not going to hurt, and that should give us enough watershed to kind of allow the water not to stand down here on the west end and just kind of flow on out to the east. I may even put a bit of a grade over to the south, so when it rains it'll come over to the south, run down the cut. Because right over there, you can see how that goes. It actually goes like this and falls off, so it'd be a good place to dump that out. So that's what we may do. Anyway, today though, I don't have time to do much other than I'm gonna strip some of this off of here and pile it. So anyway, enjoy the ride. All right, guys, I'm ready to call it a day. Just stockpiled a little dirt there. The reason why I did that is because on this end, right here on this end, which is the west end, we got to put a pretty good sized berm here, and the bigger berm's going to curve and run down that way. It's also going to curve and run down that way. So I wanted to stockpile a little bit of that regular dirt that would grow grass, so we can put it on the outside and the inside of this berm, and that way it will help with stability. And I don't know if you can hear that in the background, but they do have a bit of a range over here, and they do classes, shooting classes and stuff like that. And I think they had, I think today the instructor told me that they were having classroom, and they're coming out here. Apparently they're gonna blow off a little steam, so to speak. So anyway, we're hoping to get this done for them, and that way they can have a little bit better setup. But there's a lot of dirt to move yet. And anyway, there is, oh shoot, they're saying between 2 and 4 inches of rain coming next week. There's like 3 days next week. So I wanted to kind of get this slicked off right here, so any of the water that would go would just kind of run out or run off to one side, so we don't have a gigantic mud pit right here. And I'll probably end up down that way, I'll probably end up by taking a little bit more of the topsoil off there, maybe. I don't know yet. We're just gonna have to see. Because that very far flag down there, that is a grade, and so we've got to start from there, work our way up. Again, I'm going to try to keep a 1 to 2 foot slope from west to east, in hopes that the water will not pool up here. It just depends on how much dirt I get out of here. So like I said, this far west end here, the deep cut is going to be 3 to 4 feet worth of cut. So as long as I can get enough dirt to get a decent amount, or we're shooting for 9 or 10 foot worth of backstop. So we'll see how that works out. But I don't want to scrape off any more. I really need to berm it. Even on the lower sides too, I need to berm it down there as well a little bit if I can. I mean, this is the main up here. This end's going to be the main end, obviously. So we'll want it bermed higher because that's going to be where the targets are at. But anyway, I'm going to pack the laser up, and I'm going to work on my seat on my D6 here. My knees are cramped up, and I never did have the opportunity last year when I was using it to really mess with it. So I told myself that I was going to try to get that done, help my knees out a little bit. But anyway, there will be several more videos coming on this project, and so anyway, just have to stay tuned for that. This will be kind of a change of pace. All the videos, or the majority of the videos I have posted, are all clearing trees and stuff, which is what I do a lot of. So it's kind of nice to get a change of a pace and get in here and sink the old blade into the dirt and make some cuts and stockpile and everything. Like I said, I think this will be a really good deal once it's all said and done. But anyway, if you would please like this video, subscribe, and it would be greatly appreciated. So anyway, I'm gonna get ready to go home and get ready to eat and relax a little bit. So anyway, I will see you guys later. Ciao.